So let's go ahead and let's look for another fire ring. How about this? So this is absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and take this, and you can see the triple effect. So if I draw 3, they all merge together into a triple effect, and now this thing does 18 damage. Okay, it's going to deal 4 fire damage to units in range. Absolutely fantastic. Welcome back to the channel, friends. I'm your host, AK, and today we're taking a look at a game called Arcane Trigger. And this is a bullet building roguelike with excellent effects and pixel art. Now in this game, you will craft a deck of bullets and arrange them carefully to create synergies to best defeat your enemies. I found this one charming and deep with lots of replayability, and it's also quite easy on the eyes. Now if you want to check this one out for yourself, you can certainly do so. It did release on the 13th on Steam, link in the video description below. And huge shout out to the Strategy Informer. Thank you for putting me in touch with this one. So let's hop on in, smash the like button if you like the content, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you're new here, then consider becoming a subscriber. Thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so it all begins with your character selection, and we have Magician Lilia as our only option. So we have fire, ice, rock, and wind elements with her. And kind of looking forward, we have the Archmage Henry with the Gatling gun. That's pretty charming. And then we have Inquisitor Catherine with the 6-shooter. Now it does look like each magician does have different elements that they play around with, which is pretty cool. And we can actually get these characters unlocked, difficulty 2 and difficulty 3. So it looks like you can tweak the difficulty over here. Now I am just fresh off the tutorial in this one. Don't know much, so we're going to be learning about this game together. But like I said, I found it good, I found it fun, I found it charming. So let's go. And you know, full transparency, the tutorial was a little bit hard to understand. The game does throw a lot of information at you, so we will be kind of figuring this game out together here today, but I think I know enough to be dangerous, so just bear with me. Alright, so what you have to understand, what's going on in this game, you are trying to defeat this wave of enemies here. Now, we are not moving around with Wasta, we are not dodging, we're not jumping, we're not doing any of that. Instead, what we're doing is assembling a deck of bullets down here. Now, what you have to understand is when we press this button, we're going to shoot this bullet, then this bullet, then this bullet. And it's going to obviously do damage and different effects to the enemy depending on the element. So it looks like we have the fire ring. So this is going to deal 2 fire damage to units in range, okay, on hit. This is the double ice crystal. So on hit, deal 1 ice damage and apply 1 stack of frozen to random enemies in a small area. And it's going to repeat 1 time. And then we have the rolling stone. After delay, deal 3 rock damage to units within range. Now in the bottom left there, you will see a little, I guess, ammunition icon that has 3 for the rolling stone. That means it does 3 damage. This does 0 but freezes, and then this does 6 damage and burns, obviously. Okay, so as we go about our business here, we're going to be assembling a kit of 12 bullets to fire in sequence, and we want to try to synergize these up. Now, we can reposition the bullets as we like. So it looks like this is a special slot. Armor piercing, first bullet in magazine gains +3 penetration. So we should probably put our best bullet there, I would think. And I'm not sure how we can get these kind of slot augmentations. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. But you can move them around if you like. And then you can also remove them or melt them, which removes them from your kit. Now, we can have more than 12 bullets. They will be stocked in our little ammunition bag up here. And to get more bullets, probably what you're wondering, well, that is right here. So, it does require energy. It looks like we have enough, so we can go ahead and roll. And effectively, what we're trying to do is, we're trying to get like copies of these, because I do know that if you have 3 of the same bullets, they will merge into a triple bullet, which is much more powerful and better. So let's go ahead and roll this. So we get the ice crystal, we get the fire ring. Okay, nice. So we get another fire ring here. This is fantastic. And if you ever want to look at what ammunition you have available to you, just click the ammunition bag there. And we're also going to be getting these, I guess, relics, you could say. They're playing to the different elements that you have. I mean, it's a no-brainer. We go with the fire ring, absolutely. Now that's going to go in the bag, and then after we shoot once, it's going to get drawn into our, I guess, clip of 12. So let's go ahead, let's unfurl the machine gun, and let's let them have it. Bam. So you can see the different ammunition shoots. The effects look really good. The sounds are awesome, and the enemies keep spawning in. And you're probably wondering, okay, so what happens? Are they going to pursue me? Are they going to get close to me and start doing damage? Yes. So you have to pay attention to what weapons they have. And then also, basically, we have 5 turns to eliminate the enemy force, okay? Once it gets here, if we have not killed all the enemies, they actually will begin to do damage. Our HP is in the top left. The damage that has been dealt is right here. So you can see the fire ring with 60 damage points. Really doing a lot of work. 74 total damage in that round. So let's go ahead and Let's look for another fire ring. How about this? So this is absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and take this, and you can see the triple effect. So if I draw 3, they all merge together into a triple effect, and now this thing does 18 damage. Okay, it's going to deal 4 fire damage to units in range. Absolutely fantastic. Let's let it rip. So it's just melting enemies now. Absolutely fantastic. And then eventually we'll be able to get relics that can, you know, boost up and play into fire damaging bullets, which we should probably do considering we have this early triple. So let's keep shooting. I think the further this bar gets filled up, like the more rare options you have. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So let's just go ahead and I think we have enough to probably take these guys out. Absolutely. And then you do 15 waves, right? So they're going to keep coming in until it's all shored up right here at this part in the invasion, I guess you could call it. So let's just go ahead and, you know, keep shooting them. Absolutely. It remains to be seen kind of what Frozen does. Maybe it causes them to take bonus damage. So it looks like this guy heals, but he's got 3 stacks of Frozen. Okay, so each stack slows holder by 4% up to 80%. Okay, so it limits their pursuit of you because you don't want them to get all the way up, obviously. So let's go ahead and keep defeating enemies. And when we do so, we actually get this energy is what it's called. And now we got a full bar. Okay, so nice. Now we actually have a relic option. Okay, so Forging Scroll. So to get this to work, you need 1, I guess, Earth Elemental round, which we do have. So firing, gain 20 points of energy after triggering 0 times. This seal becomes invalid. Okay. So it looks like it becomes invalid after a while. They're called seals, not relics. We have the Scorching Tome. For every 2 total enchant stacks on held bullets, Fire Ring deals +3 damage. For every 2 total enchant stacks on held bullets. See, I'm not exactly entirely sure what that means, but it is fire, and I think it probably goes with our kit the best. So let's select it and see if we can figure out a way to get enchant stacks. Yeah, absolutely. So I'll see if we can maybe use this. Looks like we have 3 of 12. Whatever that means. Let's go ahead and draw. Okay, so here's another fire one. Roasted chicken. Remove self. Gain 3 heal. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what remove self means. We also have a javelin. This hits for really, really good at 24. Something to consider for sure. I think we take the javelin. Absolutely. And let's see. We'll see if the 3 of 12 increases. Gonna be learning a little bit about this game, and it looks like we have a spear-wielding maniac on the front lines. That is scary. Okay, so let's switch these around. I want this to pierce. Deal 1 through 15 wind damage to the target. The farther the target is, the higher the damage. Okay, cool. Well, let's let them have it. Yeah, so you definitely want your strongest bullet in the piercing slot for sure. Which it is. Good. Let's get another full bar over here, and 53 damage from that fire ring, man. It's doing good things for us. It's almost full, so we'll draw in another bullet, and I think we want to focus fire. I'm okay with maybe going wind here too, right? We can also banish like this rolling stone. Tons of options. All right, volcanic spike. So this turn, same column bullets hits effects also trigger on farthest enemy. Okay, we have the fire blade. Okay, so this is 2-star. So it is enchanted. Is that so? For each fire bullet in magazine, this and same column bullets gain 2 power. Okay, cool. Well, I think that really goes well with what we're trying to do. So enchanted on hit, 10% chance to release hit effect on 2 nearby enemies. Okay, so that's like its typing. This is lucky. So enchanted increases epic legendary bullet drop rates when carried. Okay, so these are actually all enchanted if we look in the top left here. It's kind of a small little icon to notice, but looks like these are enchanted rounds. So I think that does actually play into this. Yeah, so now we got 4 of 12, right? All right, good. Well, let's switch this and that, and let's go. Absolutely, just scorch the enemy. I think we're going to stumble into a lot of fun builds with this game. So why does this have a stack of 5? Cooldown 5. Okay, for each fire bullet. So it's got a cooldown of 5. We'll have to kind of observe that. Looks like we have a little obelisk left. Let's take it out. You bet. All right, Spike Pro. The The cooldown effects of Volcanic Spike and Glacier Spike also apply to the adjacent left bullet. Firing, gain 3 shield per empty bullet slot. We're a little far off with that, because you do have to have these elemental requirements, I do believe, to get effect and use from the seal. So let's do it. I mean, we do have... Actually, I don't have Volcanic Spike. We can refresh this. Let's refresh it. Alright, Auto Grill. Roasted Chicken Timer Effect. Gain extra roasted chicken. We don't have roasted chicken either. This is alluding to bullets that we simply don't have yet, like a War Axe, right? Stuff an axe into a gun and fire away, I suppose. Let's re-roll it again. Flame Bomb. When an enemy with burn dies, for every 2 stacks of burn deals 1 fire damage to nearby enemies. When a wind bullet is removed, the adjacent left bullet gains its power. When a wind bullet is removed. So is that melted or shot? Well, let's go with Flame Bomb because we're trying to build a fire kit here for sure. Alright, so it looks like we have another bonus. So random slot becomes special, gains same column enchantments. Higher legendary epic bullet drop rates. The answer is, of course, yes, that. I'm all about the epic and legendary. So let's fire away. Looks like we got a sniper on the front lines, but not a problem at all for our very tough fire ring. I guess I don't know how lucky we got getting that tripled up. Seems kind of lucky. And I wonder if this fire blade is actually shooting. It looks like it did some damage. Gain 2 power. So I wonder, once this cooldown is completed here, this and same column bullets gain 2 power. So is it going to power up everything in the same column? I think so. I guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and roll for some more. How about this? Dragon Breath. Deal 1 fire damage to a large area and apply 1 stack of burn. It's fire and it works. Let's take it. Alright, nice shots. I want to keep my eye on this this fire blade. Okay, so it looks like it's ready to go. So let's see if it permanently powers up our bullets here. Alright, so we're 1 tick off of that from this activating. And we got a ways to go with this yet. Knockback effect boosted. Okay, so this Dragon Breath is enchanted, so it's going to have increased knockback and apply burn. Pretty cool. Lots of things to consider with this game. This guy's frozen and on fire. That's not good. Okay, so now this hits for 18. I guess I don't notice an increase in power. Maybe it was just for that round of firing, maybe? Let's fire away. That's right, get wrecked, man. Okay, 1 more shots and we'll have a full bar. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, I spoke a little too soon. But just the obelisk remains. And I do believe every 5, 10, and 15 waves, you will fight a boss. Alright, so we have Blooming. All enemies take +3 fire damage. You are immune to fire damage and reflect 900% of it to 2 random enemies. Alright, so if they ever get on us with some fire damage, I think I'm fine with this. Otherwise, it would be nice to understand what it means when a bullet is removed. As in shots or what? Because we do have that javelin that could go adjacent to our little fire ring. Let's go with Blooming. Alright, a tea break, yeah. We'll take a tea break, you bet. A little green tea action. Alright, so a guy with the shield on the front. Let's fire away and see if we can get an impactful addition to our kits here. Love the pixel art in this game. It's really well done. Swap these up for sure, and let's go ahead and draw. So we have the Ice Bow. On hit, summon 1 Ice Bow at a random enemy's position. Up to 12 units can be summoned, really. So you can actually summon units in this game. Interesting. We got a mica plate. So I'm seeing a lot of earth and wind. This is enchanted, so we need more enchanted fire. How about another fire ring? Fire crystal. Apply 4 stacks of burn to the targets on hits. Magnesium. Transfer the same burn stacks to the targets, or the target has, to 2 random enemies. Let's go with the fire crystal. This is enchanted, knockback boosted, otherwise pierce. This one is slash. Well, let's go with the fire crystal, for sure. Let's fire away. Alright, nice. That's a nice effect. Alright, so we're 6 of 12 here, so we gotta just keep adding. Yeah, we just gotta keep adding. Gotta get that all the way up to 12. Okay, so we gotta get this currency as well, so these bars will build up, giving us the freedom to reposition. Very good. Very, very good. Let's shoot again and let's go ahead and get another bullet. Now, I could roll it if I want to. We could just try to fill out our kit as quickly as possible. So that's an option. Alright, so it looks like we have an enhanced forge. So that's what's going on. Spend extra energy to forge, presenting 4 options with additional enchantments. Okay. So we're getting better, just better quality bullets in letting it fill up all the way. Alright, so Volcanic Spike, or Obsidian Dagger, it's a 4-star. For every 2 shield you have, deal 5 rock damage to all enemies. We don't have a shield. Volcanic Spike. This turn, same column, bullets, hit effects also trigger on farthest enemy. It's got a cooldown of 1. Candle. Fire bullets deal +2 damage. So carry means triggering corresponding effects while carrying this bullet. So if you just carry it. On hit, chance to drop 1 melt charm on hits. Lower priority for loading into the magazine. I mean, this will increase fire bullets damage. I think it's just fine to go with for sure. Let's fire away. Alright, so we're 7 of 12 now for the Scorching Tome. Almost there. And the fire knockback effects are created. We just wiped the field with them, man. Alright. I'm digging this. Alright, Frost Fire Mastery. Enemies will take +4 ice and fire damage. I mean, maybe that's a kit that we can go with. Fire and ice. Otherwise, Signposts. When activated, the adjacent right seal will also be activated. The adjacent right seal. So, it'll be the one that I get next. It's going to be activated automatically. I mean, maybe we can play around with that. But I think Frostfire Mastery is good, and then we can get a couple more ice. Let's do that. Let's do a fire and ice build. Why not? So that means I could get rid of this Rolling Stone. I don't think we necessarily have to yet. I don't know, like, I'm under the assumption if it's not broken, you don't gotta fix anything. And we do have a boss on the field. Okay, so 254 HP on this guy, of course. Let's see how fast we can take him out. I mean, this fire ring's dealing 305 damage. And he took massive, massive damage that time. But they are, of course, closing in just a little bit. Alright, nice. The boss goes down. Just melted him, man. Alright, looks like we did actually take a hit there. So, one of these ranged units are shooting at me. And I don't appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get some more. Amber. So that is, of course, Earth. A boost scroll. Enchant the adjacent left bullet with 1 stack of boost, then self-destroy. A kukri knife, flint stone. So what is boost? Bullet damage +1. Then self-destroy, like permanently self-destroy? Let's explore that a little bit. Fire away. Okay, so this is going to boost up this. I think what I want to do is... Oh, I can't rearrange it, can I? Okay, so it did. It is gone now. Okay, so it's gone. It was a one-time thing, but this got boosted up. Yeah, so look, it's got boost in the bottom left there. Enchanted bullet damage +1. Okay, cool. So it is pretty useful. We're still looking for a couple of frost bullets, and then we need more enchanted fire bullets as well. Dragon dung. That's hilarious. Put dung in your gun and shoot it? Just disrespectful, man. Deal fire damage to the target equal to its burn stacks. That would be really, really good at the end of our magazine. Would it not? Yes, it would be. Alright, very good. So it's at the end. Nice, it's got lower priority for loading into the magazine. So it's very, very good. The enchantment that it has on it is functional. And we're up to 8 of 12. So fire away. Alright, very good. I have the storm, high temperature. Enemy death, transfers all burn stacks to nearest enemy. Lava forging, let's go high temperature for sure, man. Alright, so we get another reward. So epic chest, gain 1 flawless ruby and 1 transposition charm and restore HP fully. So what's a ruby do? Remove self, grant adjacent left bullet 6 boost and 8 power. Wow. Greater rune stone of wind. This is what we want for sure, man. 6 boost. See if I can get that on the fire ring. Okay, so the ruby goes in here. We want to make sure that we transposition it. So here it goes. Grant adjacent left bullet 6 boost and +8 power. I mean, you want to go here. Swap those two. And let's see what happens. About to get real powerful now, man. Fire and ice build. Pretty fun. And now this is hitting for 26. With 6 boost stacks on it. So that's quite nice. Let's just fire away, man. Looks like these guys are armored or shielded. Definitely armored. Alright, they're getting shots on me. And the enemy is beginning to mass up just a little bit. They are. Wow, this is hitting for 42. Wow. Alright, nice. It's like the after explosive effects. Those are particularly enchanting to look at, for sure. Alright, so we got a bunch of ice crystals here. Slumbering Dragon Egg, it's rock type. Cooldown 5, remove self, gain 1 fire dragon scale or wind dragon scale. Which is clearly fire. Ice bullets removal grants same column bullets, 1 pierce stack. Triple ice crystal, deal 1 ice damage and apply 1 stack of frozen to random enemies in a small area. Repeat 2 times. Apply 3 stacks of frozen to all enemies in a small area. Does 8 damage. On hit, deal 3 ice damage as well. This is 10% crit chance. Deal 1 ice damage and apply 1 stack of frozen to random enemies in a small area and then repeat 2 times. I think the ice crystal sounds great to me. That gives us 2 of 3 for the Frostfire Mastery. 8 of 12 in the Scorching Tome. We gotta get that sooner than later. Let's go, guys. Come on now. Especially now that we're taking damage every turn, it does appear. Well, let's fire away. Alright, nice job. Way to take him out. Scatter Necklace. Okay, what's this? This turn, when the adjacent left bullet hits, it will also release its hit effect to all enemies in a small area. Okay. Same column bullets hit effect also trigger on farthest enemy. That's a volcanic spike. This is enchanted, so slash. Slash on both of these. Does 2 damage. I think this one, I mean, this is a 4-star though. Should probably go with it. Because we want the on-hit effect. So probably have it next to this one. I think so. We'll play around with it. And that's funny, I saw the dragon dung go flying by. That is funny. Fire away. Alright, good damage output. It looks like we do take a hit there. Okay. So, Bolas, Earth Smithing, and Impact Wave. Let's refresh this. All enemies take +2 ice damage. Twin Swords. For every 2 fire bullets, enemies take +3 ice damage. The answer is yes. Just need one more ice crystal. We'll be able to realize our build here relatively soon. So I'm going to want to hold on. Well, I could just go for the roll. Let's do it. Volcanic Spike. It's not enchanted, though. Do note, right? Let's see if I can get an enchanted one. Fireblade again. We got the boost scroll. Okay, so we do have a pair of the Fireblade. I probably should take it because, you know, we can still get more triplets, right? That's something that I wasn't keeping in mind. Well, let's get some triplets, man. I mean, fire and ice, it's a glorious sight. You gotta wonder what burns more, the fire or the freezing cold. Wow, so this is going to apply what? Let's do that. 10 of 12. Okay, the front line's a little more durable, these guys. Let's fire away. Okay, we're taking damage, man. Right, so I will melt out this rolling stone. And then let's go ahead. So we have Frostfire. Hit, deal 1 fire damage and 2 ice damage to unison range, extra damage to burn holders. It's already boosted as well. I mean, it is a fire type. Seems like it should maybe be both fire and ice, but it's not. Alright, I need one more frost bullet. We got 11 of 12 for Scorching Tome as well, and the damage output is certainly noticeable now. Alright, Dragon Breath. This is hitting for 24. It's kind of hard to take off, isn't it? It's also nice when you have a full magazine. Well, let's go ahead and let's roll this. So I need an enchanted fire. How about another fire ring? The answer is yes. Alright, so now we got it. Scorching Tome. So now we need one more frost, and we'll be cooking. I mean, we're definitely cooking. Good damage output there at 512. Well, let's keep going. Table Clock. Firing. Gain 1 slow clockwork after triggering 0 times. The seal becomes invalid. Soulstone. Summons deal. We don't really have a summoning build. Let's refresh. Tungsten Rod. Molten Gold Staff. Firing. There's a 25% chance to gain 1 Melt Charm. When an enemy dies, deal 6 fire damage to the enemy with the highest HP. After wave 5, deals an additional instance of damage. Yeah, sounds great to me. It works with what we have, too. Alright, let's target a Frost Bullet. Got Dragon Breath again. How about a Frost Bullet? Got Candle again. How about a Frost Bullet? Double Ice Crystal. Got Snow Brick. Enemies with 3 or less frozen stacks take 1 damage. I've got the double ice crystal already, right? Yeah, I do. Let's grab it again. And now we're like fully kitted out with our seals. And the damage is noticeable. Damage outputs, you bet. So let's keep shooting, and then I think what I want to do is I want to try to target copies so we can get these tripled out again. And I think I should probably just use the energy that I have. I don't necessarily need enchanted ones. Magnesium, Dragon Breath again. We got Boost Scroll. Let's go with Dragon Breath. Fire away. We'll roll it again. Look for another Dragon Breath or something that we have a stockpile of. Rapid Cooling. Set the cooldown counts of the adjacent right bullet to 1. We have Earth Core. Deal 40 rock damage to units in a small area, and after delay, repeat 1 time. Deal 40 rock damage. I mean, that seems like a lot, doesn't it? Sure does. Fire Shield. For every 8 stacks of burn on the field, gain 1 shield. I think that's good. Otherwise, we do have Frostfire as well. Let's go with Frostfire. We do have... That's our second one of those, right? Our second copy. Now, I haven't really met much, I guess, resistance up to this point. Dragon Dung, yes. So it looks like you get a random assortment from your... You know, each time. You get a random 12. So you never quite know what you're going to get, perhaps. So there's probably some credence to keeping a pretty slim ammo bag, you would think. Snow Brick. No, I'm good on this. Rune Sword. When any bullet's cooldown effect triggers, deal 50 ice damage to random enemies in a small area. Got another Javelin. I actually don't mind that one. It does a lot of damage. The thought of loading a Javelin into a gun and shooting it is funny to me. Signpost. We've got Spike Pro. I don't have Volcanic or Glacier Spike, I don't think. No, I don't. Strongman. Javelin gains +2 additional penetrations and deals +7 damage. Yeah, sounds fine to me. We are kind of in on the Javelin. Let's go ahead and get a little green tea action, you bet. Let's get back out there. Wow, we almost got a full bar there, man. Furnace Hammer. Cooldown 3, gain 8 energy. Does 12 damage. Volcanic Spike. Take the Furnace Hammer. Let's roll it again. Wind Sickle, Snow Brick. Permeation Power. Make wound on all enemies on the field trigger 3 times. Got the Ice Crystal again. Okay, so this will give us... That'll be number 2, right? It'll be number 2 of 3. I want to try to get some triplets. Alright, nice. Very, very good. Let's keep going. Whetstone, we got a Dragon Egg. Remove self, gain 1 Fire Dragon Scale or Wind Dragon Scale. After its cooldown. Do I get to choose, I think is the question that I have. Let's look for light copies of things. Triangular Spike. Deal 9 ice damage to the target for each stack of frozen on the target. Increase the damage by 10. Yeah. Sounds absolutely fantastic. Sounds like a great way to do a lot of damage. Stone Sword. Candle, so this would be... I mean, fire bullets makes them do more damage, right? Like, we're in on it. Definitely in on it. Fireblade, here we go. Fantastic, let's get it. Bam. Alright, 186. Wow, what? For each fire bullet in magazine, the same column bullets gain 4 power, but 186. Wow. There it goes. Just takes them both out. Absolutely terrific. You love to see it. Furnace hammer times 2, you bet. Absolutely. Let's get these tripled up. Another fire blade. Do we want it? I mean, I think it's the key to, like, destructive power, man. I really do. I think that's what is helping us at least keep up with the damage. When a bullet hits, there's a 60% chance to apply 1 stack of frozen. And of course, we do have that one bullet that does way more damage when a unit is frozen. Let's do it. Little frost flower action, sure. Alright, very good. Alright, we're under some flak. Looks like we have... Okay, so this guy's another boss, and he's ranged. Attacks and heals monsters within range. Okay. We'll see if we can get another triplet. Javelin times 3, you bet. Let's get it. 72 damage. Target, the farther the target is, the higher the damage. And it goes last, so that's good. Maybe we can clear it out. Get it on the boss. Let's see. Absolutely. Actually almost took him out. Looks like we got a dual shield wielder. Roast chicken. Trying to quit the chicken, man. Dragon tongue, how about this? 56 damage. My goodness. That's right, pulse down that boss. Get all kinds of energy stocking up here, so let's go ahead and... Got a meteorite. Deal 10 fire damage to random units in range, repeat once. The answer is yes. Knife fan, slumbering dragon egg. Fire snake fruits. Apply 3 stacks of burn to units in a large area. The answer is yes. See if we can get another triplet here. Dragon tongue again. Gain 1 melt charm. Permeation power. Rock shield. Cyclone scepter. Frostfire. Here we go. 2 fire and 4 ice. What was that? Extra damage to burn holders, of which there are many. Javelin. Disc piercing through, man. Yeah, this game's good, man. Really enjoying my time with it. Fire shield, sure. It's never too late maybe to start stocking up on some shields. It's gonna help us given we are taking some chip damage here and there. Got another candle, you bet. Alright, so +2 damage up to +4. I mean, a fire and ice combination is crazy. Spike Pro, we got Envelope. Gain 10 energy and have a 15% chance to gain 1 diamond ring. The seal breaks after 4 triggers. Summon 1 ice princess. Up to 1 can be summoned. I don't know, the ice princess sounds pretty good. Let's do it. Why not? Sapphire. Remove itself grants adjacent left bullet 8 pierce and +16 power. Grand Rock Rune. Injection. Well, let's take the Sapphire. So we don't have the Sapphire, right? Correct. It's a perfect Sapphire. Fireblade, sure. Don't mind if I do. Another candle. I mean, it does cause fire bullets to deal more damage, and all we have to do is simply carry it. Got a little meteor action coming down. We'd love to see that. Let's keep an eyes out. Let's keep the eyes out for that Sapphire. Alright, we got the fire shield. Let's see if we can realize some shielding effects. Fire away. Lots of energy coming down as well. Where's that Sapphire, man? Hook a brother up. Let's go. Fire snake fruit, yes. Double ice crystal. Times 3, you bet. Bam. Alright, 48 damage on this thing now. And everything is still activated. See if we can get another copy. I mean, the rune sword... It's been tempting me. I mean, 50 ice damage to random enemies. The answer is yes. Let's go. The guy with 600 HP on the front lines absolutely melts. Where's that sapphire? Snowfield Song. Enemies with frozen take 16 more damage from summoned units. Apply 4 stacks of burn to the targets. Fire crystal. How about another candle? Did I get a diamond ring? Okay, so we have the perfect sapphire. 226 damage for this fire blade, man. That is crazy. Well, let's give it the pierce then for sure. Let's go. Alright, nice. So now it's going to routinely pierce through everything at a very high damage clip. And you'll love to see it. Sunstone, we got another candle. The answer is, of course, yes. So I wonder if 3 triplets can meld together. We'll have to maybe go for it if possible. That rune sword doing great things for us too. I mean, we just have these obelisks. No problem at all. Although they are pretty tanky, actually. A boost scroll. How about Dragon Breath times 3? The answer is yes. Bam. Alright, good. Fire away. Alright, Beholder. Fire bullets deal plus 8 damage to enemies with debuffs, which... the enemy is just purely debuffed with our kit here, so the answer is, of course. You already guessed it. Yes. Piercing Orb. Vortex Blades. Remove all frozen. Burn stacks deal wind damage equal to... Do we like that? I don't think it fits with our kit. Explosion Fruit. For every 2 power, increase the damage by 1. Yeah. Alright, nice. Got some meteor action that time. And the enemy in the back cannot sustain or survive. Alchemical Gas. Candle. How about Ice Crystal times 3? The answer is yes. Let's get it. Bam. 42 damage. And fire away. Not a problem at all. Now, granted, we are playing on a pretty basic difficulty, of course. But if you're enjoying yourself, you'll definitely have to let me know if you want to see another video of this game. Be happy to do it. I'm really enjoying my time. We can try one of the new characters, and we can try an increased difficulty level as well, of course. Roasted chicken, we got Frostfire again. Double ice crystal. Gain 15 shield and 1 stable. Retains 10% when fading for shields. Let's roll by it. Snowflake gear. Roll it again. Roll it again. Fire shield, yes. I mean, we're gonna have the boss coming up relatively soon. But it doesn't really get old, man. Like, unfurling this entire magazine of... How about this? We got another fire blade. I mean, absolutely. You take that all day. But yeah, it just doesn't get old watching, you know, the unloading of an entire magazine into the face of the enemy, of course. Frostfire, we got the snow brick. What another copy? Scatter necklace. Here you go. Fire ring as well. Our OG. Let's go scatter necklace. And fire away. It definitely is interesting that you get different options. How about the rune sword? Huge fan of the rune sword. Right, cleaving axe. When wound triggers, there is an additional 50% chance to trigger the target's burn. 40% chance to receive fire damage equal to the number of burn stacks it has on it. The answer is yes. So you can put together like truly broken builds in this game. It does appear. Triple ice crystal and double ice crystal deal +8 damage. I've got double ice crystal, right? I sure do, and it's powered up. No triple ice crystal though. Turn same column bullets hits effects also trigger on farthest enemy. Let's do that because last time the boss was in the back, right? Nice job. Flying broom. Fireblade again. I'm gonna take it because we have 2 empowered copies of it. So I don't know if you can merge 3 triplets that are powered up together. Perhaps we can find out. Transfer the same burn stacks. Target has 2 random enemies. Triple ice crystal, so here's this. Volcanic spike again, yes. Fire crystal again, you bet. Apply 8 stacks of burn now, wow. Okay. These guys just don't realize that it's futile, man. It is futile. Burn deals extra damage 1 time, the answer is yes. Wow, 1,157. These rune blades, man. They're doing like preemptive damage. When any bullets cooldown effect triggers, deal 50. Okay, cool. Wow. That's hitting pretty heavy, man. Candle, always a useful one. How about the rune sword? Just showing a lot of value. Deal 100 ice damage. Showing a lot of value. Volcanic spike, absolutely. Let's go for as many triplets as we can possibly get. Magnesium, we have Frostfire again. How about a Fireblade again? We're so close to getting it, man. To test the theory. In fact, I could just... How about this? Diamond Ring. Summon 1 Ice Princess. Up to 1 can be summoned. The answer is yes. Really curious about summons in this game. Alright, Firearm. When burn deals fire damage, also deals 60% of that damage as wind damage. Polar Bomb. Let's refresh. Dark Iron. Armor Dwarf deals 1 damage. I wonder if that's a summon. Must be. Sniping Ice Crystal. Flame Slash. Molten Gold Staff. Got this again. Signpost. Hell Monument. Devil Worm. When a bullet hits, it deals 1 ice damage and 1 points of fire damage. Oh, yeah. That's fire and ice, baby. Alright, let's get some green tea action. Wave 14, so. We're gonna be met with the boss real soon. Rune Sword, Magnesium. Like, huge fan of the Rune Sword. Scatter Necklace. Alright, 6 damage. Fantastic. Hey, there's the Ice Princess right there, see? So what do you do, Ice Princess? Like, show me what you do. Show me your power. Okay, she raised her staff. 1,500 damage from the Rune Sword, though. 5,000 round damage there. Absolutely crazy, man. Frostfire. Let's look for one of those, fire swords. Deal 30 fire damage to the target and apply 8 stacks of burn. I mean, incredible. Dragon Breath. I like that you keep stocking up these refreshes as well. How about that diamond ring again? Let's see if we can observe. Is she just here for like moral support maybe? Maybe. Because every, fire mage needs an ice princess, I suppose. Another scatter necklace. I'm looking for something specific here, game. How about you hook me up? Here we go, fire blade. So this is going to be, we're going to have 3 triples. Right, I've got 3 triples, right? Yep, that one's powered up, that one's powered up, and that one's powered up. So it does not look like 3 powered up triples merge into, I guess it would be, what, 9? A 9 stack? 3 times 3, right? Okay, so what are we looking for now? Dragon egg, I mean, I feel like it's a little too late in the game for that. Candle, always a good choice with the candle. I mean, the damage output is exceptional. In fact, it looks like maybe the Ice Princess or the Rune Blade. Yeah, it was the Rune Blade. Took him out before you even had to go. For all effects with repeat, increase the repeat count by 1. So there's like so many different builds that you can kind of go in on. You know, whether you want to focus on elements or properties of said elements. On completing shot, deal X ice damage to random enemies in a large area where X is 90% of the damage dealt by summons this turn, which of course is the Ice Princess. Enemies with frozen sacks take... Bullets in the magazine have enchantments. There is a 40% chance to gain 1 power. The answer is yes. That's phenomenal. Alright, so, wave 15. And it looks like we have the big boss here. Lava Colossus. Attacks apply burn to units near targets. Okay, so we are immune to burn damage, but we got the Lava Colossus sporting a gaudy 3,098 HP on the field. Let's do our best here, boys. Alright, Dwarf Helmet. Summon 1 Armor Dwarf. Really? Let's go Fire Ring instead, though. Alright, boys. Let's see how long this boss can last. I don't know how long he can last. He's got... But he lost 2/3 of his HP. In just that one volley. Absolutely insane. Boost Scroll. We got another candle. How about Flame Ring Scepter? Fire Ring deals extra damage 2 times. Yeah. This guy's going down probably this turn. Absolutely, he bursts. And the chaos has been dispelled. Next difficulty unlocked, plus 403. So what is this, like some meta currency? Guess we'll have to explore. But what a kit. And these seals, man, they're really strong too. That was really fun, man. This game's great. Okay, so what is this? Game start, gain 2 Melt Charm. Okay, so you get 2 Melt Charms. Okay, so we have to get this. Okay, so now we have the meta system. Spindle, unlock Magic Carpet. Choose 1 to bring into game. I mean, sure. Refinements. Post-wave 10, tier 3 forge available. Guaranteed epic bullet with extra enchants. Or overtime during tea break can perform other actions. I mean, I think I like them both. Like the prospect of guaranteed epic bullets with extra enchantments. Minor, crystal veins appear on final turn of a wave. Shattering them grants 1 random enchanted bullet based on the character's current elements. Gain a random enchantment when achieving a triple. The number of stacks is based on the rarity of the tripled bullets. I think we can get them both. Absolutely. So the metagame unlocks seem pretty good in this game as well. Awesome. What a game. Definitely a good one. Definitely one that I had a lot of fun with. The effects are good. The sound effects are particularly good. And the pixel art is wonderful. This, of course, has been Arcane Trigger. So certainly let me know in the comment section below if you want to see another run. It looks like we could hop on in. I mean, we would want to get... It actually looks like we have Archmage Henry unlocked. And he's got a new element, looks like lightning. So maybe we could do like a lightning build with Henry. And we could crank up the difficulty a little bit too, perhaps. Actually, looks like you'd have to do it with Lilia here. But let me know if you want to see another run. I'd be happy to do it. I think there's tons of replayability with this title and tons of fun things to try. So let me know what you want to see. Let me know in the comment section below. So I'm going to get on out of here, but before I do that, I want to say thank you for spending some time on the channel. If you enjoyed yourself, please smash that like button. That really does help the channel out. And if you happen to be new here, then please consider becoming a subscriber as well. A very consistent channel here, releasing fun content like Arcane Trigger, among many others, all the time. So if you like that in content creator, I definitely gotcha. And I'm also a creator that, will keep playing the games that you guys want to see, so give me some feedback in the comment section below. And once again, huge shout out to the Strategy Informer. Thank you for putting me in touch with this fine game, Arcane Trigger. So with all of that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.